Hey YouTube, we are back with episode 6 of our Dragon Age Origins playthrough, playing as an inevitable Arcane warrior. Right now he's just a mage, and we are going to get into a bit of a fight. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it, and hopefully we don't get ourselves killed. Oh man, that's a lot of dead guys and a big angry thingy eating them. Hi, friend. Maybe don't kill me? Nope. Nope, he pissed. Nope, he pissed. Okay. Alright. Here's the plan. Archer, you stand well away. Mage, you stand separate so that he can't catch us both out. Let's send you directly after him, and you off to the side.
They just crop up everywhere, don't they?
Okay, he's going after him. Let's start with you. Let's bust that armor open, and I'm going to use an arcane bolt. Man, he does not mess around, does he? Alright, let's cripple him a little bit.
Break it.
Oh wow, our friend is just doing bad. Okay, I have a feeling that he's probably going to die. We're gonna try to do shield pummel to stun him, but I have my doubts that it'll work.
Sweat already. Ah!
Okay, hang on. I know this. Let's try to bash him out of that grab, but I think that's just the end of our guy there. I don't think there's actually. Do I waste it? What's the cooldown? Cooldown 30 seconds. Yeah, let's. I'd rather not have him die right away. That way we can save our shield bash.
Yeah. Got it.
Basically, we've put a force field around him, and now he's stuck in midair. So I'm actually going to attract the attention of him using Walking Bomb. That's going to do constant damage. It's a high... Oh, so he didn't even... Okay, that's cool. Let's have you heal.
Right.
And we'll use a mana potion over here.
Need help?
Okay. Let's have you kind of run away.
They won't know what hit them. Sorry, am I too quick for it?
See if you can crack his armor open again. Okay, you drink a poultice.
See what you're made of.
See if you can't catch him with a shield pummel. I wonder if... Oh, crumbs. Ah, darn.
Okay, done with you now. Is it time to kill something?
Okay, I don't know who he's going after. Might be Alistair, so let's move this guy off to the side a little bit, give him another healing potion. Alistair can use another healing potion as well.
Yes. This'll be fun.
Okay, Alistair's taking quite the beating. Let's see if we can't stun him real fast. Use that healing potion, Alistair.
You're gonna
Okay, we're gonna see if we can't shield bash fast enough, but I do have a force field if I need to.
On your guard, wretch!
Okay, he resisted, so... I think the answer is... shield? Or just heavy damage and see if we can't take him out. Nope. He's gonna jam that mace in your face! Oh!
The beacon is over here. We've surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Alistair, you are standing so far away from the beacon.
I'll get on it.
I'm just gonna say. Pretty sure you've been drinking. Let's really quickly unhighlight all these so they don't mess with us later, and give Alistair the better shield. Wonder if their equipment's locked or if I can steal their split mail. Don't really need the helm. Because I've got chainmail from, what's his name? Jory. Don't really need the mace. Could use this helm. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see if I can't steal that armor or if it just takes it away from me.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
She's like, you're being a real prick.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Went down the wrong pipe. Excuse me. Logain's being such a prick that I ended up trying to breathe water. Duncan. I'll say it again, well crumbs.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
I remember you, the girl from the wilds.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds, where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
I remember being overwhelmed by darkspawn.
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
What happened to the Grey Wardens and the king?
All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Why does your mother want to see me?
I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans.
Were my injuries severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
What about Alistair? Is he alright?
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Very unkind. Those were his friends.
And you think they would encourage his blubbering? If so, they are not the sort of Grey Wardens the legends note.
That's a fair point. Thank you for helping me, Morgan.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
I have some questions if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Are we safe here? Where are the Darkspawn?
We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Much, much higher.
What a sensible attitude. Mother is seldom sensible, however.
How did she manage to rescue us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Are there any survivors besides us?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why? What's happening?
Are you sure you want me to describe it?
Yes. Please.
I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and Darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why.
Why did Terran Lorgain abandon the king?
I do not know who this Lothering even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
I think I've asked enough questions.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Oh, it looks like we did get that other split mail set that we stole off that guy before he died. Poor booger. Okay. That's good. So we will steal what we can from this chest. Needs a key. Let's go out there and greet the day, doomed as it is.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm not, thanks to Morgan's mother.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Who cares who she is? We need to do something now.
We need to bring Lothering to judgment. Why would he do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
What is this archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Will you help us fight this blight, Flemeth?
Me? I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and darkspawn.
Well, whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Arl Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution.
Arl Eamon? The Earl of Redcliffe?
I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Everyone will see the danger the blight poses, right?
You could wait for the Archdemon to make its appearance. I imagine that might be convincing.
It's been centuries since the last blight. Nobody will take it seriously until it's too late.
Surely there are other allies we could call now.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
I doubt it'll be as easy as all that.
And when is it ever?
It's always been the Grey Warden's duty to stand against a blight. And right now, we're the Grey Wardens.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
As ready as we'll ever be.
Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Thank you, but if Morrigan doesn't wish to join us...
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Very well. We'll take her with us.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens. Do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
She won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the Wilds as our first destination. 'Tis not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
No, I prefer you to speak your mind.
Haha, you will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
Actually, I have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Are you really Flemeth's daughter?
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
It's just difficult to imagine her...
Young, married, pregnant. Who said she was any of these things? I certainly did not.
Have you never been outside the wilds?
From time to time. I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Is that what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
Tell me about this village to the north.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Is there any reason to go to Lothering, then?
I mention it for its tavern, where travellers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
How are we going to get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I don't sense any Darkspawn.
You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
The Darkspawn are camped further in the forest?
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
Noted. What skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Excellent. No, then... then you can substitute for Alistair.
Right, my cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would suggest 'tis at all related to cooking.
I have no more questions.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Oh, Flemeth, you are so... something. Alright. We just got ourselves a bunch of quests. These are all kind of the main quests. Arl of Redcliffe, Paragon of Her Kind, Nature of the Beast, Broken Circle. And we also have to find our way to Redcliffe to deliver to Jeddah the Rigby's, the cache, Rigby's last wish, to deliver this cache to Jeddah, along with news of her son and husband's death, which sucks for them. Let's make sure his weapon's on fire.
I am here.
Morgan's heavy damage dealer plus a little bit of debuffing. Let's just rearrange her stuff a little bit here. So we got damage. This is disorient, this is horror, so this is kind of like stunning in a way. This is an activation. This will say is utility. But this is damage, but this is also like healing in its own way.
What?
Okay.
At your service.
Let's keep moving. And off we go to Lothering. Oh. Something stopped us in the middle of the road.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
One thing I'll say, keep an eye out in the cinematic for the random ghost that's hiding in here.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Alright, did you guys spot the ghost in that cinematic? Let me know in the comments below, tell me if you found it and where it's at in the timestamp.
No end to these.
Okay, let's hold on for a second here. And throw some fire. It's gonna catch the dog, but there's not much I can do about that.
Blasted things.
Let's go catch that alpha. You need to get rid of that. I will get rid of this one. All we've got left is the alpha. Cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and horror him so that he will fall, or get stunned rather. One thing I forgot to do, change her behavior to ranged, and deactivate her spells so that I'm the only one telling her when to do spells.
Good time to kill someone.
Hi, Doggo. I think this is the Mabari I helped cure back at Ostagar.
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
I mean, I've always wanted a dog like this. Maybe it's meant to be. Okay, dog names, dog names, dog names. I'm going to give this a little thought, and we are going to be right back once I've come up with the dog name. Alright. We will call him... Let's go with Little. Oh, it's not letting me. I was hoping it was going to let me do some characters, but it looks like it's not letting me do all of them. Lil Bear. Lil Bear. And
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
And he was known as Lil Bear. Alright. I had to reload really quick because I had a name on another file that I really liked, but I totally forgot. So I had to go look that up. But yeah, his name shall be Lil Bear. Look at him, he's like a little bear. Okay, so now we've got that. Now we've got ourselves a Mabari, so we'll put you on aggressive and we'll deactivate these because we'll be activating them ourselves. And now I can activate fire and... Mabari's on fire. Oh, that looks nuts. Alright, let's keep going. And we're on the road again. Do-do-do-do, on the road again. And we are in Lothering. Let's go figure out what Lothering has in store for us.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I'd guess that fellow is the leader.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
I see. You should listen to your friend. We're not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Henrik. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Uh-huh. You're toll collectors, then?
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
You're fixing the highway. I think not.
Not much gets past you, I see.
It's not really a toll. We're just robbing you, see?
Oh my
Do
god.
shut up. Even a Genlock would have understood that.
Oh god. Forget it, I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
I see. Do you really want to fight a mage?
A mage? Ah, I don't want to be a toad.
Nobody's turning you into a toad, you sniveling bastard. But we'll, let the toll go. Just this once.
Yeah, it's time to test some spells.
Ah, don't turn me into a toad!
Oh my god, I love that. I discovered that a while back. It is just amazing. I don't want to be a toad! Wow. That works out so well. Okay, so we'll send the Mabari up against the guys in the back there. We'll do Mind Blast to try to catch all these guys. And then we'll have Alistair kind of take over this guy as much as possible.
Yes.
Okay. So it looks like who the Mabari is going up against is fine there. We'll focus him down because he wasn't stunned. Let's do that. If you want to actually do horror on that guy so that he stops bugging us. Actually,
Hurry!
I don't think it would benefit me to set these guys on fire. Poor Mabari, he keeps getting set on fire. So I can't spare him a little bit of flames there. Did he actually resist the horror? Oh, no he didn't. Okay, good. Let's go with that. Oh, he's actually going to attack me in melee. That's interesting. Let's see. Let's go with disorient. Okay, so Alistair is in a bind. Let's attack there. Looks like Morrigan's getting targeted now. Alistair's done everything he can. I'll throw him into shield defense stance.
Direct me.
Let's see, that horror is going to wear off here pretty soon. I really wish those guys would have stayed in there. Let's see. Let's go with this, and then we'll use the health drain to drain him. Let's growl at that guy. You drain that dude to get a powerful drain off. You keep attacking him. I'll help out with that guy. Get in there.
I'll get on it.
Oh man. Yeah, Yeah, so they're gonna go after Morrigan because she's dealing the most damage right now. Let's have you drink a potion, and we'll have Morrigan move. And the dog use Dread Howl. That should stun them at least for a second.
Yeah.
Let's knock him over. Try to freeze him as well.
Nobody still can!
Oh my gosh. Hang on. Let's move this stuff over here. That. Let's do this. I'll keep him from moving around, causing me trouble.
What does it take to kill these things? Someone's gonna fall on it! Sure won't be me! Go! I need healing.
All right, we
Get
surrender.
me out of this!
We're just trying to get by before the dog spawn get us all.
This is a shoddy operation. It's pathetic. I could do better.
Right. I guess so. I'm sorry.
Hand over everything you've stolen.
Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear.
I want some questions answered.
Well, what could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts.
What exactly have you been doing?
Well, watching for folks fleeing from the south. Chasing from the wilds and farmholders, mostly. There aren't soldiers here anymore, so we help ourselves. We try not to hurt anyone too much.
Have you heard about any survivors from the battle?
Couple, maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way.
What's going on in Lothering?
It's packed full. The band took his men north with Tear and Logain, so there's no one looking out for it except a few Templars at the Chantry. Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know?
What news have you heard?
Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Tear Logain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens.
Joy, I'm done asking questions.
Well, then let me go!
I'm turning you into the authorities.
There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me.
I'll execute you here.
I'm not going down without a fight!
Okay. Oh, go dog. Little bear just bit him.
I'll get on it.
That's how you do, little bear.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
That other poor dude just ran off. I don't
I'll
want
get on
to
it.
beat her to do a toad. Okay. Let's see, some trap triggers. Nice. Those will come in handy for a quest.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
She has a unique relationship with her mother, dude. There's no point. What did you want to talk about, Alistair?
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
We should try to use those trees, I assume.
I agree. Have you looked at them?
No, not yet.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Fair enough. Is there any way to contact the Grey Wardens?
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Okay, not functional, and not really a good option there. Why are you leaving it up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Fair enough. What do you think we should do, Morgan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
You both have good points. Then we need to find these people.
I can give you directions, if you like.
Sure. Where do we find Arleman?
He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
Fair enough. Where will we find the Dalish Elves?
If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully they will still be there.
That works. Where do we find the dwarves?
We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy.
Won't the Circle of Magi do what the Chantry says?
Technically, the Circle of Magi is independent. We don't know that the Chantry won't support us, of course.
You truly believe that?
If we speak to the first Enchanter, he should see that his responsibility to the Grey Wardens supersedes anything the Chantry or even Lothering might have to say about it.
I guess that's fair, though I didn't leave with the best of, I didn't leave on the best of terms. I did let out a Maleficar. Where would Loghain be exactly?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
That's probably fair. I don't need any more directions.
Then you have a plan.
I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Alright, let's not wander around with a dog that's on fire. I feel like that ends poorly for us. Let's see, there's an elf fruit over here we can steal.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
He really is a very angry man.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that?
That plate is interesting.
Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
You should probably not attempt it, Alistair.
You don't look like the other folk fleeing the south. Were you in the battle?
Oh, it makes you think that.
You don't look chastened, so you're not from the wilds. And you're not a farmer. I'd guess you saw some fighting.
Yes, I was with the King's army.
I thought them that survived already marched north with the Tairn. You must be a survivor, or a deserter. Lucky you, I guess.
I have some questions.
Can't promise I'm going to answer them.
Fair enough. What's going on here?
What isn't? We got chastened barbarians in every farmholder south of Callanhard running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone.
Who's in charge of the village?
You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars.
Fair enough. You don't have a ruling lord?
He's gone to war and taken all his soldiers, leaving us to fend for ourselves. There's not going to be much left when he returns, if he returns.
Damn. Were those bandits always outside the village?
Were? You mean they're gone?
Yes, I drove them off.
Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Brian'll be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out.
Huh.
Don't let me stop
I should
you.
go.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found. Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
How so?
We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Fair enough. Are you keeping me from going in?
I'm just warning you, things may not be as hospitable as you would expect. People are frightened.
That's fair. Is anyone in charge here?
The band has marched north with Tairn Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
Fair enough. Let's go talk to this nice family of elves.
Look how they moan and wail and gnash their teeth. 'Tis sad to watch how helplessly they scurry about.
You're a very happy lady, Morgan.
Greetings to you, good sir. If it isn't too much to ask, might you spare some bread or anything?
What happened to you?
We thought it would be safer in Lothering, that the Tairn would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves. Can you help us?
I met those bandits. They're dead now.
You killed them?
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
It's probably messed up how excited they are about dead people, but they were bandits, so...
I don't like this.
A random little boy.
Have you seen my mother?
Depends. Who's your mother?
She's really tall, and she has red hair. We live on a big farmhold, all of us. Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
I mean, do you know where your father is?
He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
Oh, that sounds ominous. Look, come with me. I'll help you look for your mother.
Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
That's probably a good point. Go to the Chantry, child. Someone will take care of you.
I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. You're a really nice man, kind of like Father. I should go look for Mother now.
I doubt it, kiddo. On account, I doubt your dad's a mage. Oh look, a local argument.
I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Oh. Well, get rid of the tiny part and I'll consider it.
Haha, I'm not the only one with some business sense.
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Okay. Can you beat that offer, sister?
You want me to bid against him? We don't have that kind of coin.
Then what do I get if I help you?
We have nothing to offer but our gratitude.
Ah. I suppose it's not right to run off desperate folk.
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
I think you could probably compromise and still make a profit, no?
Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must, so long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
It's not for the Maker, it's for the refugees.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something?
Sure, I am indeed. Let's see what you have.
All right. Just don't buy everything up.
Alright, let's see if he's got a backpack. He doesn't. Boo. Well then, this was a waste of time. Burn his stuff! Burn it all! Let's see. I think I need venom for something. But the acid coating can go away. Same with these. That. Demonic ichor. That we need for a quest. Don't need metal shards. I don't think I'll hang on to death root for now. An axe, a dagger made of iron, warden's hold on to it, barbarians, longbow, one of these caps can go away. I think I had split mail iron, scale iron, studded leather, enchanter's footing we can get rid of. Actually, studded stays, split mail stays, studded stays. 2 of these can get sold. This can go, this can go, this can go. We'll hold on to the apprentice's cowl. Actually, we'll give that to Morgan. Warden's oath. We'll hang on to the mud idol can go. That can stick around. This can go. Surveyor we'll have to put onto our mage. Iron ring is obviously useless. Let's see. Fluorospar, I think we can get rid of. Malachite, I think we can get rid of. We can get rid of these two because they're not useful for us. They're for shale, but we'll get those eventually. Okay. The rest of this stuff, I don't think there's anything we necessarily need to buy right this second. He has some expensive stuff, but it's all kind of useless. This is pretty good, but not the best, so I don't necessarily want it. And the rest is, oh, we'll get the wine, because that's going to be good for Ogren later. But that'll be it for now for him. And then we'll take this. Okay. And I think we're rubbing up on the hour mark here, so I will salute a couple more things. We're rubbing up on the hour mark here, so I think I'll call it at that point, and we'll continue on in the next episode. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and we will see you all in the next episode. Have a good one.